2016 Nissan Qashqai. So first we need to remove this A intake manifold. It's for the A filter only. So it is not connected with any bolt and screw, just clips. So now we are removing negative cable, battery terminal. So negative terminal we have taken off and just put it on side, so it should not connect to the battery. So the next step is number 17 socket we are using to loosen the wheel bolts. So we just need to lose the bolts only. We don't need to take all the way. And then we have installed the jack at the jack points. And then for the extra safety, I'm using the iron hoses and under the frame. So now I have taken the wheel off, and next step is take the back fender lining. So for the fender lining, we need to use this kind of tool, or you can use any plier, but this is very good tool. And there are number 8 or 9 clips there. So you need to take off the all the clips, and then fender lining will come down. You will see when you go under the car, you will see some screws are there too. So those screws and these clips, you have to take it off, and it will come off. And after that, now this is the belt tensioner just above the crankshaft pulley. I'm using box spanner number 14. So with the help of number 14 box spanner, I'm turning toward, like turning clockwise, and then it will loosen the belt and belt will come off. Now after losing the belt, we need to go back to engine compartment. Here we can see there is a ground terminal with the alternator. See, I'm showing the nut. So this is the ground cable. So this cable is connected with alternator with the help of small nut. So you guys have to take the nut off. I'm showing in the video. So this is the number 13 socket. This is 6-point socket, not 12-point, because I'm using this socket to undo the alternator bolts. Before those bolts, we need to take off the main coupler connector, or we can say this connector is connecting the supply to alternator. So just press and pull. So in that way, you can take this off. Now the alternator is completely disconnected with the power supply, and this is the washer fluid clip, because we have to take this off because this is on the way of the alternator to come off. Otherwise alternator will stuck inside, we can't take it out. So because very congestion is here, and now there is a small bolt, I think it's number 12 or something. So we need to loosen this one for the AC air condition pipes, because when we removing the alternator, these pipes need to get side. So we can lift a little bit. Just be careful, don't put more pressure on it. It can be break. So just a little bit pressure, it is okay. So now I'm using number 13 socket, 6-point socket. Use the 6-point socket because they are good. 12-point socket may slip, or may do the rounded bolt. So you can use the penetration fluid as well, spray. So it can help to loosen the bolt, because these bolts are through bolts. They are very long. So we need to use the 6-point socket. So that's what those two bolts I'm showing, they are right here. So be careful when you're opening this one. It should be gripped properly before just putting any pressure on the bolts. And now you can see that those two bolts are coming off, but they are not out of the housing yet. So they are through bolts, you can see that. And the other problem is they are just sticking in front of the frame. So that's the problem here, they are not coming out fully. So so for removing those bolts, you need to remove you need to open the engine mounting, right? And one more thing I'm showing you, these two bolts are just sticking in front of the frame, so they are not coming out. So one more thing is you can use a screwdriver under the alternator and between the housing. So you can just give a little bit shake, so because they are snug fit. So if you give them a little bit shake, so alternator is moving out of his way, or it start coming out of from his housing. So as I said, we got a issue. Those bolts are not coming out. Now we need to remove these three bolts. They are for the engine mounting. There's nothing to scare about this one. They are pretty easy to open. So I'm using this socket and just a handle, socket and handle. I'm just going to loosen these bolts, and you can take this completely off. You need to take this completely off. That's very easy. Nothing to worry about this thing, because some people get scared. Engine is not going anyway. So now I have took off those three bolts. I'm showing again, one here, one here, and third one you can see in the picture. I'm going to take it off. Yes, so those three I have been taken. Now I'm going to use a wooden block on the top of a yak, and just right under the engine, where the engine pan is, oil pan. So when I go to lift this one, engine will go up, and now your bolts can move freely. So now I can see. Now I took these bolts out of the compartment. and one more thing, there's a radiator hose, radiator coolant container hose, and this you can take it off. You need to take it off and put it upside, because the coolant may lose. Now I took off the alternator. So this is the alternator coming out procedure. You can do the same way, and while assembling,